Keep moving, so you know. Hello. Welcome to Rose and Carter Do the Job. We've had a week off, so Bully Boy Carter can be a responsible adult, but we're back now watching wrestling fun and games. We're doing Herb Abrams GWF on Wednesday, Hart Brothers in tag matches on Friday, but today's Bully Boy Carter singles pick of Sean Waltman, 123 Kid, XPac, several other names. One of your favourites, ain't he?
Yes, yeah. He's for a period of time he was my favourite wrestler, like, in the whole world. Like back in 98, 99, he was fucking that's my favourite, like Sean Waltman period was like 98 when he came back to WWF. That was like I've been a big fan of his since fucking his early days, but it was like that year 98 for me, it was fucking incredible. He came in with a neck injury, didn't he? He had like a neck injury when he came back.
They speak a lot about his neck injury. It's just after he came back. I think the match I watched was just after King of the Ring that Shamrock won.
Yeah, because he came back in for WrestleMania. Well, just after WrestleMania 14.
Yeah.
And he was injured. Like he came back injured, and it was a few months later or something that he was, he missed a bit, like when he came back. But yeah, he was brilliant, like fucking amazing.
I proper enjoyed these four that I watched. July 13th, 1972, makes him 48. So still a young'un. Trained by Eddie Sharkey and Boris Malenko. I think every wrestler you've ever picked on these has been a fucking Eddie Sharkey trainee.
Fucking haven't they?
Yeah, you're running out of Eddie Sharkey trainees to pick.
So everyone he had a fucking hand in training, though. He must have done something special because...
But as a wrestler, Eddie Sharkey, I don't know fuck all about him.
No, I don't. I couldn't tell you anything he's ever done as a wrestler. But...
Not a thing. And Boris Malenko as well, that's trained like fucking Gangrel and Tugboat and Norman Smiley and fucking million others.
Yeah.
So between them, it's fucking, top quality training. 89 he started. It says he retired July 2019. Whether he has or not retired, I don't know. That's 30 years. It's fucking hell of a run. 89 to 93, Lightning Kid, pottering about independence, Global Wrestling Federation light heavyweight champion. Wrestled for Dennis Carluzzo and Larry Sharp for the WWA. 93 in Japan. He was Lightning Kid through this period as well. I think Japan's a perfect place for him with his style. Had his tryout for the WWF against Louis Spicolli night after WrestleMania 9. Louis Spicolli is another fucking brilliant talent. Have we lost him?
Hey up. It was just someone fucking trying to ring me. That's why it went funny. I've just cancelled.
Fuck him. 93 to 96 in the WWF. So clearly the match with Louis Spicolli went well for him. He was Lightning Kid, the Kid, Kamikaze Kid, various names, fucking just throwing him on Raw. And then he got the upset win on Scott Hall, and the rest is fucking history. It was a great way to bring him in and make him a star. I think that fucking win over Scott Hall. He was a proper sort of underdog babyface, wasn't
he? Yeah. I was gonna pick that match earlier, but I thought I fucking seen it a million times. You'd have seen it a million times, so I thought I fucking didn't. But it was a big moment. Like still talked about today.
And it led to a lot of, a good feud after they did the fucking match with the baby bottle and the nappy and all that shit, didn't they?
Yeah.
It was great stuff. 123 Kid was born that day, really. Because he was just kind of the kid before that, wasn't he? Tag team champions with Marty Jannetty. Mm-hmm. That was a short-lived thing, but it was nice to see. It was good to see Marty as champion, I think.
Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah. I was a big fan of Marty, and obviously the Rockers never held the belts, did they, officially? So it was good that, he got that moment.
But yeah, it was a shame it was with 123 Kid and not the Rockers.
Yeah.
But at that time, they were like the Pound Shop Rockers, weren't they? 123 Kid and Marty Jannetty.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Was a villain with Ted DiBiase managing him. What was that called? The $1 Million Corporation? 95, 96.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
was Sid and fucking Bam Bam, Irwin, Tatanka later on, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
I think so.
Off to WCW in 96 to 98. During the NWO, it was called Six then, 1, 2, and 3 put together.
You
So
reckon he just why did he end up going there then? You reckon just call Hall and Nash just to be with them, I guess?
yeah, I reckon it must have been, mustn't it?
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, like looking back, I don't even like looking back on his career and where he went and what he done and that. I don't really see any other reason why he'd be going there. And he wasn't there he's only there for what, 2 years before he came back. Like, so looking back on it, it was kind of like, not really. I don't know. It just wasn't. I haven't seen a lot of his WCW stuff from that period, but for me, it's a bit of a shame he went. I think he could have done more, like in WWF. Like, but
Yeah, he was Intercontinental Championship in the making during that 95, 96 Ted DiBiase run. Another year or two. I mean, it could have gone even further than that because at that point they were noticing smaller people more. Style
yeah,
changing. It was becoming more what we know as modern wrestling today. Um, so yeah, I think that drifting about to WCW at this period might have hindered him even a little bit, because WWF would have been thinking, well, is he going to fuck off again next time Scott Hall goes somewhere? You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Because that's how it
Mm.
seems. Wherever Scott Hall goes, not long after, there goes Sean to the big time at least. And you can't blame him for that in any way. I don't fucking blame him at all.
No,
Beat Dean Malenko for the Cruiserweight Championship in 97 February. 98 2002, he was back to the WWF. So, like you said, yeah, it's just 2 year run there. Night after WrestleMania 14, like you said, joins DX, tag team champion, won with Kane. Proper fucking odd combination, that.
it was. I like that angle though. That was a decent
Yeah,
angle. It was
very
good.
much.
That.
European champion, joined X Factor in 2001 with Just Incredible and Albert. I fucking love X Factor.
Yeah, I did. We're probably the only two people that did because everyone shits on it everywhere. They like, they basically say they were a group that they didn't really know what to do with, so they just threw like three people together. But I like the group themselves.
Albert served no purpose at all. Just Incredible and X-Pac would have been a fine team on their own.
Yeah, they would have been. I mean, I liked Albert, but yeah, I agree. Like XPac and Just Incredible would have, just as a tag team. So in a way, yeah, the trio was a bit odd, like looking at it, but I like them. I was a fan of all three, like XPac especially, like I say. But I thought Albert was a good big guy, and Just Incredible was really decent. So I didn't see any problem with them, to be fair.
They did the thing with Billy Kidman where he was WCW Cruiserweight champion. X-Pac was light heavyweight champion WWF. They did the unification thing during the old invasion angle. 2002, the NWO was reformed in the WWE this time, so he was part of that. 02 to 06, he was in TNA on and off for that period. Again, joining Scott Hall and BG James, who he teamed with in DX because Road Dogg. X Division champion, he was there. 03, he was in that XPW shit that we watched before. He was TV champion there. And Wrestling Society X, the MTV show. Terrible. I've got a DVD of that. It's fucking rotten. AAA in Mexico 07, 08. Indies between 08 and 10. Back to TNA in 10. Chikara as 1, 2, 3 kid. I've seen that. It's in like a 6-man tag thing. What else? 2011. He worked backstage for Florida Championship Wrestling, the WWF Developmental. 2013 signed a Legends contract. 2014, DX were in the Hall of Fame. No, sorry, 2019, 14, DX are in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. I don't know whether it's a 4 or a 9. It's my writing. Either way, he's in the fucking Fame with DX.
Was that? I think it was. Was it last couple of years ago? I think it was more recent than 14. I think
it might be a 9 then. Any old road up, he's in the Hall of Fame, so fucking good on him. It's quite a run. He's been everywhere and fucking done everything, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he's always been a prominent player, no matter where he's been.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
Match-wise, where'd you start?
Right, I've not got the year, but it's GWF, so I'm assuming it's like 91-ish.
Yeah.
It's against Jerry Lynn,
which will be before mine, I'd have thought. Did he win?
You are?
Did he win?
Yeah, he won the light heavyweight title.
Yeah, that was the final of the tournament.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
GWF for our friends.
You are?
Not the GWF Global Wrestling Federation are our friends. It's had several owners through the years, and the original owners sold their video library to the WWE. But the later owners, sort of 93, 94 time, are still involved in wrestling and have Global Wrestling Federation now in Dallas.
Right, okay.
Global Wrestling Federation Onslaught, it's called. And they've sent us the Commonwealth Championship that was originally used in 91, the actual Rotten had. So, pretty cool. Jerry Lynn's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? Very crisp as well. Like, a lot of guys with that style, they're not quite as crisp. They're a bit, maybe a bit reckless or a bit whatever.
He's from that Minnesota area, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's an Eddie Sharkey.
All right. So yeah, this one was before your one, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, cool. Yeah, so this one was fucking. I've always heard about the Kid and Jerry Lynn matches because they had fucking hundreds, didn't they, in their early days?
Before, like when I first started tape trading, like 93, 94 time, these were the things to watch. Fucking everyone was talking about the Lightning Kid.
Yeah.
Lightning Kid, Sabu. A bit later on, Chris Daniels was fucking high on everyone's list. But fucking Lightning Kid was the first kind of what now has become one of those internet sensations, but back then it would have been like a fucking newsletter or, fan club chatty kind of thing. But, I remember getting tapes of Lightning Kid matches from these fucking indies that were done on shit camcorders, but they were like, it's everything that I don't like about wrestling now, because then he was fucking wild,
Yeah.
Not so much on Global Wrestling Federation because they were a bit more sort of old school and grounded, like. But he was fucking. He was here, there, and everywhere, and fucking bouncing around like a fucking nutter, like you see on AEW. But because it was so new, it was brilliant. You know what I mean? Because it hadn't been seen all the time.
Yeah, it was rare, wasn't it? Yeah.
Now it's every match, it's shit. But it was so unique back then, and fucking everybody needed to see it. I was like 14, 15 when I started fucking taping tapes, and a lot of Lightning Kid tapes I had, a lot, like 3 or something, but fucking revolutionary shit I'd never seen before.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. So match 1 is for the light heavyweight title final. Starts off with a Jerry Lynn promo and goes to the ring like Lightning Kid's the heel. This was a fucking brilliant match. Like I say, I've heard about their matches, but I don't recall ever seeing any of them. So I had to put this one on there because I always heard about XPac and Jerry Lynn and XPac and Sabu, like from the early days. So I thought I chose this one over the Sabu one that I seen. So Yeah, so he's the heel here. So they tie up. Jerry starts with some arm work, and he does the old leg drop on the arm thing on the floor and stuff. They get back up. Kid takes the head. Lynn switches into a hammerlock. Kid reverses it and takes Jerry Lynn down. Side headlock on the floor by XPac. Well, Kid gets the 2 count. They're doing a lot of tech stuff here at the start, trying to get like the upper hand on the other person and stuff. Jerry Lynn generally working the arm. Goes into an arm bar. Kid kips up from the arm bar. Drop toe hold on Lynn, but Lynn switches it, puts the hammerlock back onto Kid, like kind of, outsmarting him a little bit. Kid gets to the ropes, so they have to break. Then they get back up. Kid gives him an eye rake, fucking gives him some kicks in the corner. Pow, pow, fucking pow. Looks like he's fucking knocking him out with these. And then finally, Lynn catches one of his kicks and then gives him the old fucking dragon screw, with a fucking, I love that.
Shit, that, isn't it? Like, that could go wrong in so many ways.
Yeah, I do that when I do the old like clover leaf as a finish. I usually do that as like a setup or something, or to start working my leg. And yeah, you'd be surprised at how many people don't like to fucking take that. You know what I mean? It's all right for me. I never took it before. I'm the one giving it. I'm like, I always look at them like, it's only a fucking arm drag, but with your leg. It's like fucking, but the amount of time.
It's natural for a wrestler to go over his head. But I mean, because you learn how to flip bump, don't you? But who learns how to flip leg? Fucking, I mean, where'd you go? What school did you go to for that shit?
Yeah. So, and then they do bang the heads quite a lot on the ground, like from it, like end up fucking. So yeah, maybe they got a point, but
or landing on you, I thought.
Yeah. So yeah, it's weird though, the old fucking way it goes, but I never thought about fucking doing it myself, to be fair. But so yeah, he gives him the dragon screw and then fucking puts the leg grapevine on him. Works out a little bit, and then Kid gets to the ropes. Kid gets back in control. And then as Kid's back in control, he goes to the top rope, but Jerry Lynn runs and gives him a drop kick. So he fucking drop kicks him off the top rope. And then Jerry Lynn after Jerry Lynn drop kicks him off the top, XPac, he lands on the apron, and then Jerry Lynn runs and drop kicks him like through the rope, so he knocks him from the apron to the floor, and then fucking Jerry Lynn runs, hits the ropes, and fucking dives over the top rope to the outside. Boom! And back in '91, that was a fucking rare sight. Like, they end up on the outside, do a bit of brawling here and there. They end up back inside with Kids in control, working on the arm. Then he does like the surfboard type thing where he's on his back and Jerry Lynn's fucking up in the air like a Mexican type situation. And then they'll go into, from that point, all of a sudden, Lynn fights back and hits the head scissors on him and gives him like a massive fucking lariato, gets the 2 count. Fucking 2 count there. And then Kid comes back in control with a fucking, after Lynn's hit the line for the 2 count, he's in control, but then Kid turns it into like the stun gun on the ropes. So he's back in control now. And then Kid goes to the top. He does like a fucking, I don't know if it's a spinning heel kick or a back elbow or something off the top, but he nails Lynn, who then nails the ref who's behind him. So Lynn and the ref are both down. Simple finish. Kid grabs some knucks out of his tights. Fucking bam. Referee's there. 1, 2, 3. That's the win. Fucking very, very good match. Very innovative stuff in it as well. And it was a 10-minute match. And the minutes flew by. It felt like it was fucking 2 or 3 minutes. That's how much it was like really enjoyable.
What these XPac matches did for me, it was over before it started, and some were 6 minutes, others were like 12, 14, but they were all so packed full of entertainment, but not over the top to the point that you can't keep up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The Global Wrestling Federation, I think, is often overlooked as a fucking, one of the later on territories. They had so many big names there, and a really enjoyable television.
Yeah.
Mine's Global Wrestling Federation, 13th of July 91 versus Chaz.
All right.
Who's Chaz Taylor, the son of Tugboat Taylor. The story being, of course, that Lightning Kid beat Jerry Lynn for the championship. Chaz won it in September, but lost it right quick. Sorry, so this match, Lightning Kid beat Jerry Lynn 13th of July 91. That was the match that you just watched.
Right, okay.
Kid lost it to Chaz September the 2nd, but he only had it 2 days. And then Kid got it back, but it was a moody win. So this is the rematch for Chaz because he only had it for 2 days after the moody win.
Right, okay.
Lightning Kid apparently was the longest light heavyweight champion in GWF, 102 days. Barry Horowitz, Alex Porto, Danny Davis, several others also champion there, light heavyweight champion. But first thing I noticed was Lightning Kid being a villain. And when we first saw him, like the first WWF appearance, he was that underdog type fucking, timid. Here he's confident as fuck.
Yeah.
He's mouthing off and he's a villain, You wouldn't know that he's fucking less than 2 years into it. And so confident. Already he's reaching, like before the match has even started, he's reaching in the trunks for like moving a gimmick round, just to kind of establish the fact he's there. Jumpstart Chaz, fucking spinning kick, and he's just fucking unloading on Chaz right from the start. Rubs Chaz's face in the mat. Fucking just being a proper heel prick, choking and fucking all sorts of things, mocking Chaz because he's clapping, go Chaz, go, like whilst fucking Chaz is selling. Chaz, by the way, is fucking brilliant. Chaz is, but he's probably most infamously, rather than famously, maybe known for GWF did a bungee jump match. Yeah, you heard.
I thought I did, but I wasn't sure.
Like they go up on a crane, on basically a cage, and then jump out the cage in the bungee to do a bungee jump, right?
Yeah.
Him and Stephen Dane, who passed away a few months ago, rather, like quite recently, could have been a month ago, to be fair, not long at all. But Stephen Dane was a fucking great talent, looked amazing. But him and Stephen Dane were wrestling in this cage, high up on the fucking, where they do the bungee. The GB, right. Whoever gets pushed off loses.
Right.
Bungee jump.
I might book that fucker.
Yeah. I mean, I love Chaz, but that's a fucking crazy idea. He does movies and shit and TV and stuff, Chaz Taylor now. All right. Any old road up. Back to mocking Chaz. That's what he was doing. Chaz sort of gets posted, but he doesn't go in the post. He jumps to the middle and comes back with like a fucking elbow off the middle, quick as fuck. Jump back, boom. Fucking smooth as silk. Then there's like a big brawl going on in the middle of the ring. Sort of straddling and fucking riding around. Sean sits on him. Lightning Kid sort of sits on him, and then he's sort of showing off now because he's fucking battered him. Chaz hooks the arms, rolls him up, 1-2. Back to being a heel shit then. Choking. Oh, this is great, right? He's Kid's choking Chaz on the ropes, like fucking sitting on his back, this standard old shit, right? Chaz literally rolls backwards and rolls Lightning Kid up it was like, and I've never seen anything like that before, ever. It's fucking genius. It was like a waistlock roll up kind of thing,
Yeah.
but Chaz, who was getting hung, sort of rolled backwards and sort of rolled Kid up. It was fucking brilliant. Then there's a back suplex by Kid to cut fucking Chaz off again. Kid with a drop kick in the corner, fucking spank. Rolls Chaz out the ring. Lightning Kid dives on Chaz there. There's shitloads of stuff going on outside the ring then, a bit of a fucking brawl going on. Back in the ring, very much like a Bronco Buster styley, but on the top rope. So, but XPac sort of crotches himself because Chaz moves out the way. XPac Sally's fucking brilliant here as well. Lightning Kid whip. Oh, this is great too, right? This is something I've never seen before. Whips Chaz in to the ropes. Drops the back for the backdrop. You know, you either see a fucking backdrop or a fucking head to the knee or a kick or something, right? Chaz, quick as fuck. Over he goes round him. Russian leg sweep. Bosh. Have some of that. Chaz up to the top rope. Misses an elbow. Lightning Kid pulls out the gimmick from his trunks. Puts it in his kick pad. Kicks fuck out of Chaz. Home. Loved it. Fucking brilliant.
Sounds good, that.
Where are we going next?
We're going into the WWF now.
Righto.
He's the 1, 2, 3 Kid, and it's from the 7th of November 93, I think. Wrestling Challenge against Bastion Booger.
Well, do you know I fucking considered that.
Yeah.
For this, it was for this position as well because I wanted that early WWF stuff. And I considered that because I thought, you know, a big man against a small man, something different. But I didn't. I was so fucking close to them.
Yeah, no, this was a good one. This was very good as well. Like just like the first one, it was a brilliant match. So it's fucking made me laugh at the start. I got to fucking this was a fucking I never seen this before, and you know, like like I had to just kind of think, like, am I seeing what I'm fucking thinking I'm seeing right now? But like, so they go to tie up. Well, they do tie up, and you know, like Bastion Booger's a bit of a tramp, and he stinks, and that's his gimmick, innit? So they tie up, but then as they tie up, like the 1, 2, 3 Kid like releases the tie up and walks away, and he's like, "Fucking." So yeah, they tie up, and XPac literally just like releases the tie up and starts walking away, and he's just like, "Fucking hell!" Like, which like I'd never seen ever in the history of wrestling. Even though like a lot of wrestlers have fucking stunk, like, you know, with their gimmick and that. A lot of wrestlers stink, and even if it ain't their gimmick, but you know, that's another story. But yeah, like I've never seen that ever, like ever. So I thought that was quite funny, to be honest. So yeah, Bastion looks a bit pissed off from that situation. So then Bastion Booger jumps him. Fucking real good match. This was fucking brilliant. So he whips Kid off early on. Kid slides through his legs, gives him a few kicks. Then he does that spot where he kicks him, and then like kind of like an enziguri, fucking round the side of the head. Gets a 2 count on that. Then he hits a crossbody, catches him, and fucking gives him like a world's strongest slam type maneuver. Heat like now from Bastion, and fuck me, XPac selling is like he gives him a hard buckle, and it looks like he snapped him in half just from a hard buckle, like, and then gives him a back body drop. He's still fucking up there now. I tell you, when that fucking it was fucking fucking crazy. It was incredible. So yeah, hits him with a massive back body drop. Hits him with a like a butterfly suplex as well at one point. He's got XPac in the corner. He runs in. He misses a splash in the corner. Schoolboy, fucking 1-2 kick out. There's a bit of a running sequence. and then a spinning heel kick by XPac, and it looked like he'd fucking took his head off of that. Gets a 2 count, boom. XPac goes to the top, hits a drop kick from the top, fucking beautiful. Fucking Bastion Booger rolls to the outside. XPac hits a suicide dive to the outside, through the ropes, and then Bastion gets into the ring. XPac climbs to the top, goes for like a cannonball, but he sidesteps it, hits the deck, and then a massive splash from Bastion Booger for the 3 count. 1, 2, 3, boom. Fucking really enjoyable though. Fucking brilliant match. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
People forget just fucking how good Mike Shaw was.
Yeah.
You know, fucking Muck and Sing, Norman, Trucker Norm, fucking Norm the Lunatic, whatever the fuck. Bastion Booger, whatever the fucking gimmick.
He's one of them.
They were all shit gimmicks. But that's not his fault. He makes the best out of whatever he's fucking given.
Yeah, and a lot of people are a bit like fucking almost like an unsung hero, isn't he? Because he always does a great job, but I don't know whether it's the gimmick he's in or whether he's just not like a fucking top name or whatever the case is. So he often gets overlooked. But I find that's the same with Steve Kern as well, because like people look at him and think, you know, like Skinner, and they mock it a bit, like, you know. But fuck me, he's a very memorable character, and I love the Skinner gimmick. Like, you know, in a time when it was all gimmicks, what else could you be? You know what I mean? Yeah, everyone had a fucking gimmick. So, you know.
I mean, at that time, if the WWF were giving you a gimmick, they must have been looking after you in some fashion. Otherwise, they wouldn't want to spend the fucking money on it, would they?
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, just be shit kicker already in the ring, fucking Steve Kern waving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if they've gone to the thought of thinking of a gimmick, then fucking bosh, quid's in.
Yeah.
My intention of these XPac matches were watching him against lesser known wrestlers like Chaz was fucking huge in Dallas. Never a worldwide star, you know, but that was my intention because I really like I like the middle card boys. You know, this one I chose for a purpose. WWF 3rd of October 93 versus Tom Stone. And Tom Stone, when WWF was shown in the middle of the night, I still have some on video now that I taped from it. And the first match on one of the episodes was Tom Stone against Tito Santana. And it was fucking brilliant. Right? And Tom Stone stuck in my head ever since. You know, he was a regular on WWF television at this period. Before that, he was in the AWA. Tom Rocky Stone, he was in the AWA. And just fucking, you knew you were going to get value for money out of this fucking enhancement boy when Tom Stone was there. You know, I remember matches of him and Black Demon against the Bushwhackers and shit. You know, it was fucking brilliant. Bobby Heenan and Jim Ross are commentating. Mike McGurk is the ring announcer, who I still have a crush on to this day. She's fucking beautiful. Tim White, the referee. Lock up. 1, 2, 3, kid takes the head. Fucking like a amateur sort of takedown on Tom Stone. Then they do this running thing where there's he ducks fucking Tom Stone's line, baseball slides through, big fucking drop kick. And then a leg drop that was quick, the quickest leg drop I've ever seen, like Great Muta styling. Like Great Muta did them fucking spinny little elbows.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And that's equivalent in a drop kick. Like dynamite suplex.
Right,
That's snap. This is like a snap leg drop. It's fucking brilliant. Like he's already down there when he comes off the ropes and he's boom, boom, fucking hell. How did you get from there to there in that time? It's fucking brilliant. There's a load of quick kicks and then a spinning kick in the corner that he likes. Tom Stone cuts him off with a little fucking jab. Chin lock. Tom Stone with a backbreaker. Fucking beautiful thing. A big fuck off posting from Tom Stone. And like you said, fucking Kid Salin's brilliant. a great right hand from Tom Stone, a fucking brilliant punch, which isn't the easiest thing to do. So a lot of people will shit on people like Tom Stone. He's just a jobber. Fuck off, die. You know, he's fucking. If he's earning a fucking living from doing this shit, you carry on, son. Kid with a sunset flip. Tom Stone stays in control though. Like he literally knocks him off and keeps hold of him. Like he's not letting him go. He throws Kid out of the ring. See you later. Kid gets suplexed back in. Tom Stone he's fucking everything Tom Stone is doing is crisp and is fucking precise. Tom Stone with a tackle, boom, runs off the ropes. By this point, Kid's up, spin kick, have that. Post Stone, spin kick again in the corner. Kid up to the top rope and he sort of moonsaults and Tom Stone stood up, catches him, boom, done. Fabulous.
There we go.
Fabulous.
Boom.
Tom Stone. Tom Stone theatre, mate. Fucking honestly, it must have been 10 minutes long. Brilliant.
Yeah. Oh. My third one is WCW Saturday Night Now as 6. 19th of July 97 against Lenny Lane.
I've got.
How you got it? Yeah.
Of all the people to pick, we have fucking Lenny Lane.
I know. I remember Lenny Lane, but I remember him as a heel.
In the Flock.
Yeah, there was that point. Yeah. And
him and Lodi were a team as well, Lenny and Lodi.
Yeah,
sort of quite a camp gimmick.
The what?
Quite a camp gimmick, Lenny and Lodi.
Yeah, that's who I remember. Yeah.
Blondes.
The who?
The West Hollywood Blondes. When I saw him in World Wrestling All Stars.
All right, okay. So, do you want to do this one or?
Carry on, mate. This was my least favourite match of the 4, to be fair.
Yeah, mine was as well.
Wrong, but you know, yeah, I just didn't like the fucking WCW environment. I don't think.
No, I put this match was okay at the end. Like
I love WCW, but in this period wasn't the greatest time for me as a fan watching WCW.
No, I never watched WCW from this time. Now, when I go back and watch old wrestling, I'd much rather watch WWF from '97 than WCW. Yeah. And I know that like when there was that period where Nitro was beating Raw, like in the ratings, I watched them back and I still have no fucking idea how they done that.
Yeah, I'm you know, we must be two people that certainly helped the WWF by watching them at that period, because I wasn't watching fucking Nitro.
No, but like it
was complicated. It was too talky, and it just wasn't for me. This might sound stupid because it's fucking wrestling. It's meant to be, but it was almost too violent for me. It wasn't flashy enough. It wasn't gimmicky enough.
Yeah, when they kind of brought in like, it was like realism, wasn't it? They wanted like, obviously I want it to be real, but it's like, it was just weird because like the whole thing with the NWO as well, like I think that's great, like a great concept and it's great on paper, but there's only so much you can do with it. And if you fucking, you know, like it can't last that long. Like, but they made it
by far. And then there was 487 versions of it with 9,752 million members.
Yeah.
The WCW of that period, everybody was in black. Everybody was an hard arse. You know, I quite like the Mexicans, you know, the lucha shit that they had on. I like that because it was a little more colourful and fucking. It's like I'm fucking autistic and like to see the flashing lights. You know what I mean? I like that. It's like I've got fucking ADHD or something and gotta watch something. But wrestling for me is about the colour and the fucking bright and the gimmick. And, you know, I like the Doink the Clowns and the fucking, you know, the flashy fucking pretty colours. I like
that's the same with me. Like I always, generally when I go back to watch old wrestling, it's usually like 88 to 92 WWF. Like it's all colours and all fucking characters, and that's generally what I want to see.
Got a fucking flashing Macho Man robe, and you've got a fucking bright yellow vest that Hogan's pulling off, and it's trivial, I know, because it's not. You know, wrestling should be about the in-ring performance, but it's really not. It's not that at all. It's fucking. That's a very small fucking slice of the pie for me.
Yeah, I'm the same. I mean, I love watching like great wrestling. Like, you know, like I love watching fucking like Steamboat and Savage and that, but I also love the fucking everything. But I mean, if you look at them, you look at Steamboat and Savage and look at the match and how great it was. There's more to it than that because you get the fucking characters. You get Randy Savage, so it's like if it was like fucking Bobby Smith against fucking, you know, Harry fucking James, it's not gonna fucking.
That'd be the same match. It just wouldn't. No, it wouldn't be the same, would it?
It wouldn't be the same, would it? Because of the characters that are there. So
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Lenny
anyway,
Lane.
yeah, Lenny Lane. So Six takes the edge straight away, works a little bit, gets shot off, tackles Lane. Lane sleeps. They go for the hip toss block, hip oik. Fucking XPac does the old fucking backflip switcheroo thingy. And then he gives him the suck it sign, which would have been. So he was doing the suck it sign even when DX were doing it in fucking WWF. And then a massive fucking.
Never got fucking done for.
Aye?
I'm surprised they never got done for, to be fair. They might have even. Gimmick, because it's fucking gimmick infringement, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, you say that, but I don't know if like who done it first, you know, because I've got a feeling that Six was doing it in like 96 before DX was even a thing, you know, like because do you remember like the old wrestling games on the N64? They had like WCW NWO World Tour.
Yeah.
And that must have come out around about 96.
Still one of the best games ever.
Yeah, well, my fucking favorite game, Revenge. That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
That was the second one. But on the World Tour one, there's one with Six on it. And that's from 96 or 97 at the absolute latest. And he's doing the suck it thing on that game. And that's like fucking. So I don't know if he actually done it first. I think it was like a group thing, you know, between like the Click and all that lot.
Yeah.
So I've no fucking idea. But yeah, he does that. And when he does it, he gets his fucking ear taken off by a clothesline from old Lenny Lane. Head scissors by Lenny Lane. Misses a moonsault. Misses a moonsault from top. Bronco Buster by X-Pac. Gives him some heat. Fucking Lane fights back. Hits a nice bulldog out the corner. And then Six.
When he fucking posts him and he came out for the bulldog. That was
Yeah, I like that.
Like that. But when you've got a dickhead that doesn't come out in time, it makes you look a prick, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it does. But yeah, then Six bypasses it, Lane to the outside. They end up outside, doing a bit of this and a bit of that. Fucking. Then Lane hits like a twisting moonsault thingy from the corner on the outside, doesn't he? Which looked a bit sore, to be fair.
Landed back first on Pac, didn't he?
Yeah. They end up back inside, and then spin kick by X-Pac, and then he does the submission finish, doesn't he? The Buzz Killer.
Which is like a Bob Backlund chicken wing.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Is it exactly the same as that, or just a different variation?
Certainly looked very similar. I've never seen it, to be honest. Never seen him do it. Any?
He does it on them that NWO game I was on about. I'm sure he does it on that. But yeah,
I enjoyed Tony Schiavone calling the fucking Lenny Lane's moonsault kind of thing a spinny 30 body attack.
Yeah, was it fucking Dusty on commentary that fucking said, is that what it's called or something?
I'm sure there's another name better than spinning 30 body attack.
But yeah, I'll put the match was okay. Like the weaker of the four of mine, but it was can't like complain about it. You know, it was all right. So
Yeah. No, it's like more than fucking passable, but
oh, definitely.
they're quite a fucking high quality match that we're watching here. So, you know, to be the worst of this four is not fucking bad in any way.
Mm.
My last one was virtually a year after, 4th of July, 98,
All right.
from Sun against Jesus Castillo of
All
the
right.
Los Barrios,
Oh yeah.
who's the son of Hurricane Castillo from Puerto Rico. I love the XPac music, the fucking DX music. Brilliant. Love it. XPac, boom, boom. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Love it. China's with XPac. Jim Ross and Cornette on the commentary. Timmy White's the ref, but Cornette on the commentary says, what's with all this rappy music? He said, nobody understands music anymore. I can't get a word of it. It's freaking brilliant. He does the crotch chop as soon as he's in the ring, and the place fucking blows. It's like so over, that is. Right off, X-Pac takes the head. Off the ropes, X-Pac with a tackle. Jesus fucking nips up and hip tosses him on the return. Very fucking underrated, this Jesus Castillo. It's fucking brilliant here. Commentary's putting over the neck injury that X-Pac's just had.
Right.
They do the same spot again with the fucking tackle and the hip toss, but this time it's X-Pac doing the hip toss, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Headlock again by X-Pac. Back suplex by Jesus, which lands on the neck. Fucking makes sense. Man's got a bad neck. He's working on the neck, right? Bish bash bosh. They're fucking the commentary team. Great job fucking selling the fact that his neck, this is going to be, you know, a big upset for fucking Jesus Castillo, very established, you know, veteran against the younger fucking injured X-Pac, blah, 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 you know, proper putting over the match. Rather than talking about, a lot of times you watch matches and they're talking about other shit. You know, when you've got a match of this quality, why aren't you talking about the match of this quality? Fucking Castillo with a cracking like short punch, really fucking short, like reminded me of Bob Orton's little fucking bong, you know, just really good. Like a single leg drop kick from Jesus, but he doesn't come off the ground. He like fucking jumps up and fucking kicks him square in the face. Pow! Like something out of fucking Ninja Turtles. Double arm suplex. Yeah. Double arm suplex from Jesus. 2 elbows, counter 2. Thrown out the ring goes X-Pac. Jesus slams him neck first on the rail outside, still working on the neck. Have some of that. X-Pac slides in. Jesus with a baseball slide to the face. Boosh! Have that fucker. He posts him. X-Pac, Jesus runs in. Boot to the chops. Spinning kick. Shitload of fire from X-Pac. Reverse the whip. So X-Pac goes in. Jesus ducks his head. X-Factor. But these moves haven't been established yet because they're not called X-Factor, which is followed by a Bronco Buster that isn't called a Bronco Buster because it's not been established yet. He tries the Bronco Buster again, not the Bronco Buster because it's not been established yet, but it's called a Bronco Buster and it will be very soon, but not quite now. It's just called a run in the corner with your bollocks. He misses the second. He misses the second one, but oddly, he crotches himself on the middle rope, not the bottom where he hit him the first time round. Jesus with a fall away slam. Jesus fucking chops the spunk out of fucking X-Pac. Posts him, runs at X-Pac, shoulder through the fucking corner, spinny kick, home, fucking brilliant. Probably my favourite of all the 4.
Oh. Fucking sounds all right, that.
Fabulous. Jesus Castillo.
Oh, wow.
Los Baricuas.
My next one is as X-Pac, so it's my first one as X-Pac. And this one is from Raw, 19th of June, 2000. Again, someone we shouldn't really mention, but the one and only Chris Benoit. I had to put this one because I was looking for XPac matches, and this is the one that I didn't see. Like there was a few, but this is a lot of them. I don't think were full matches because they weren't that long. This one,
I had to struggle to find this full one.
Mm,
You know, but they were against people that really didn't fit the criteria of what I wanted to watch.
right? Yeah,
But yeah,
this was from 2000, and I really liked. Do you remember in 2000 when DX got back together? Like round about Royal Rumble time they did, and it was a fucking. I really like that version of DX as well. Like I was never big into the one with Shawn, like Michaels, but when they got back together after WrestleMania 14 with Triple H leading it instead of Shawn, like I love that one. And then they broke up and went their separate ways, then got back together in 2000, and that was fucking. I like that one as well when they had when X-Pac had Tori, like not Tori Wilson, but the other Tori with him.
the other Tori, yeah.
And she was fucking hot. She was like, she's like probably my favorite fucking female diva, fucking woman's person like ever. Like she was fucking hot. I thought like when she was hotter than fucking like anyone.
Fucking hell.
You are
Hotter than Stacey Keebler?
Yeah, she was hotter than her. I don't know. She was all fucking legs, weren't she? She looked like a fucking set of spoons.
More to wrap round like a fucking snake.
I don't know. I'm more into the boobs myself, but But anyway, yeah, I'm getting carried away here. Forgot what I forgot what I was talking about now. Fucking.
Who the fuck's X-Pac?
So yeah. So anyway, yeah, he's got Tori with him in his corner. So yeah, so it's Pac and Benoit. So Pac takes the head. They start off doing some fucking.
Didn't he?
He does, doesn't he? Yeah, yeah, but like he starts with the head quite a lot, but all of his starts are like different as well. So it's like, they might go into some chain or they might go into a running spot or whatever. But yeah, like all his matches, they do seem to start with a head, but then they'll go into a different direction, like the previous match and that. But yeah, so he takes the head. They do a little bit of fucking tech, and then they work their way into a corner. X-Pac gives him a chop. Benoit retaliates and he fucking bumps that and then feeds to a corner. He's like, I think I'm only having one of them fuckers. So so yeah, it gets to the corner. They go into a run. They go into a run sequence where X-Pac hits a spinning kick, and then Benoit gets back in control, sidesteps. Sidestep to the outside, so Benoit ends up on the outside of the ring. Benoit gets thrown into the steps outside, takes that fucking some speed, I tell you. Pac's in control. They work the way back into the ring, and X-Pac misses the Bronco Buster, and then fucking Benoit gets back in control. It's quite, back and forth here. Snap suplex by Benoit. Once he's hit the snap suplex, Tori jumps off in the apron, looking quite sexy, to be fair. And then fucking
you weren't
Benoit,
watching. No way, really. It was just fucking.
You are.
The only reason you put it on, wasn't it?
It is. I don't know. I'm just making all this up now. I don't know. So yeah, so Tori's on the apron. Benoit fucking moves out the way. The next Pac nails Tori off the apron. So then a German suplex from Benoit. I thought that was going to be the win there, but it's a two count as X-Pac kicks out. X-Pac misses a shoulder in the corner, and then Benoit turns it into the crossface, but he gets to the break. He gets to the ropes. Then he hits a shoulder breaker, like still working on the arm area, like the shoulder. Benoit goes to the top, misses a diving headbutt from the top. As he misses a headbutt, the Dudley boys come down. I guess I remember they had beef with like Tori and X-Pac and that, so they'd have come down to like fuck that up. X-Pac pops Devon off the apron, pow, fucking turns round, goes for the X Factor. As he kicks Benoit in the stomach, he goes to grab the head. but Benoit like throws him up in the air, ends up giving him like a flapjack on the ground, like a massive fucking flapjack, turns it into the crossface, taps out, and that's the end of it. But a very, very good match and very crisp as well. Like very, very good. And it looked like they were fucking potatoing and fucking some solid shots thrown in there, I tell you. Fucking,
Would
but
that have
no,
been a SmackDown TV or something?
you what, sorry?
Would that have been like SmackDown TV or?
It was. Hang on, it was on. It was on Raw,
Right.
but it was a King of the Ring second round, like qualifying match, like second round match. So, but yeah, but a very good match though, very, very good. So,
yeah, I mean, every one of them was fucking great.
I enjoyed them all.
Nothing against the Lenny Lane one. It just, it just wasn't the better. Of the four, it was the worst one. But that fucking Jesus Castillo one was brilliant. Really enjoyed that.
My favorite one was the first one, I think, against Jerry Lynn. That's probably my. Mind you, actually saying that.
Someone ringing him again. Says he's still there.
Yeah, man. No, that guy's just tried ringing me again. I know who it is. It's someone about a fucking headboard I'm trying to buy. But I told him I'll ring him back at 7. And he's fucking rung me. So.
Yeah. Which one did you say was your chat and fucking Jerry Lynn? And then you went, mind you, and then fucking
Baston Booger was fucking brilliant as well. Yeah.
I thought out of 4 matches that we watched, Bastion Booger would be the best at anything. Mind you, Jesus Castillo, I would never have picked him as being the best of anything because he wouldn't have even been someone that crossed my mind. But he was fucking brilliant. That's the joy of these things, isn't it? That
it is, yeah.
It makes you think, fucking hell, yeah, I forgot all about him. But Los Baricas, I mean, who the fuck ever mentions them? But,
yeah,
that was next. So Herb Abrams UWF. The episodes on YouTube, there's 2 episodes at a time. So
right, okay.
It's like 2-hour shows, but it works out at like hour and a half. So we just do the fucking 2, shall we? Just do so. It'll be like episodes fucking 6 and 7 or whatever the fuck you choose.
Yeah. I think that's cool.
Friday, Hart family members in tag matches. Next Monday is my singles pick, and you said you're a boob man, so this is perfect. I wanted to do somebody totally different style to XPac. King Kong Bundy.
Oh, there we go.
Because I thought it's totally different, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Hearts are quite sort of technical, and Owen's a bit sort of high fly. So we'll have something different, styly to the XPac and the Hearts. So it's just for no other reason other than it's just a bit different. And someone that was around for years and did kind of all right, didn't he? So
yeah. Cool.
Bundy it is. Right, we'll see you on Wednesday for Herb Abrams' wacky cocaine-filled wrestling. See you then.